we really need a guide for this one, guys? Just press the A button. All right, see you later. Video's over. Bye. I'm just kidding. What's going on, peasants? JB back here today with the next part of our A to Z series inside of Pokemon Unite. Today we're playing CINDERACE, probably the most broken character in the game at the moment, post Duraludon nerf. I honestly think it was right there with it pre-Duraludon nerf. We'll talk about that a little bit more at the end of the video, but CINDERACE is ridiculous. It has the best auto attacks in the game, some crazy range, some crazy mobility. There's nothing this Pokemon can't do, and all of its moves, all of its abilities, everything about this Pokemon is S tier. It is the best Pokemon in the game, in my opinion. You can argue your Lucarios, you can argue your Wigglytuffs that fill different roles. CINDERACE is bar none, by far, no questions asked, the best attacker in the game, the best jungler in the game, the best damage dealer in the game. It's ridiculous what this Pokemon can do. So let's talk about it. Preferred build, pretty darn straightforward. Muscle Band, Scope Lens, Buddy Barrier. Just a generic ADC carry build. Muscle Band, it's the best auto attack in the game. Post Duraludon is the best auto attack in the game, bar none. Spam it, just press the A button, do your auto attacks from ridiculous range, burn everything, just continuously press A, do about 8,000 damage in about 7 seconds because CINDERACE is ridiculous. And oh, by the way, you can throw a Scope Lens on and crit with them, so that's why you run that. This combination is absolutely dirty. And then last but not least, Buddy Barrier is simply the best item in the game. Can save yourself in a pinch, can save a teammate in a pinch, so just slap yourself a Buddy Barrier on. If you really don't feel the need for Buddy Barrier or you're selfish, you can go ahead and throw on something like a Razor Claw if you really want to. Weakness Policy is also okay, although you don't really want to be brawling and taking a lot of hits with CINDERACE. It does shred things though if you really want to try it. More of a fun, not so serious build, but other than that, there's really not a whole lot else to try on CINDERACE. You can attack weight stack, but it doesn't need it. It's also very hard to stack with this Pokemon, so pretty much Muscle Band, Scope Lens are locks. Buddy Barrier you should be running. You can run a Focus Band if you want for whatever reason. Same thing with Razor Claw, you can run it, but yeah, CINDERACE is ridiculous. Just Buddy, all you really need is Muscle Band, Scope Lens, and you're deleting every character in the game. So there you go. Progression, it is a 157 evolution curve, and it evolves very quickly. It does a lot of damage very quickly. Even as Score Bunny and Reboot, it has ridiculous range with its auto attacks, and it has ridiculous mobility. Not ridiculous mobility, but still pretty solid mobility, even before it evolves into CINDERACE. So for moves, this is a bit of a cop-out in our original video, in our best build video. There's not a bad choice on this Pokemon. If you're jungling, which you should be, just take low sleep so you can get over the wall faster. Don't try not to play this Pokemon in lane. It's not that it can't do it, it's just that it's a little bit harder to get to your level 7 at an adequate time, because if you're jungling, you'll get level 7 by like 8.5 minutes. Like you'll get, you know, you'll get CINDERACE instantly, so there's not really a whole lot to talk about there. So if you're not jungling, just be a little bit careful playing this thing in lane, play at range. You don't really have a great still, so just be extremely careful if you are playing this Pokemon in lane for whatever reason. But if you're jungling, take low sweep, hop over the wall quicker, and get to shredding your objectives. Again, at level 7 is when you get your first move, Pyro Ball or Blaze Kick. There's not a bad option here. Pyro Ball does ridiculous damage. It has an incredibly short cooldown, great for stealing objectives, and it does scale better, and I believe it has a critical hit chance. I could be wrong on that. Don't quote me on that. I'm too lazy to pull up Unite DB. I just don't want to do it because I'm just not going to. But Power Ball, ridiculous range, and is just great for stealing objectives, great for picking off weakened targets. But my personal choice is Blaze Kick. It was my preferred build before the original Pyro Ball buff, and then after the Blaze Kick buff, where Blaze Kick has been the consensus like meta build. It's been like it was just great to have Blaze Kick CINDERACE back. I think it's one of the most broken moves in the game. You basically, first off, you always critical hit with this move, so you just get a lot of damage and a lot of value out of your Scope Lens right away. Every time you use this move, you're just doing ridiculous damage, so it's good for executes in that regard. But also provides CINDERACE some of the most ridiculous mobility in the game. You become you become immune to hindrances while you're moving, so you can't like get stunned out of it. And additionally, you get to choose based on which way you're pointing your moving stick, which way you're walking. You get to jump out that way. You get so much control over how you get out. So CINDERACE doesn't like to be close, right? It's a ranged attacker. Well, Blaze Kick lets you jump in, crit for 1,000,000 damage, and then jump back away and just stay at range and continue spamming auto attacks and not being able to get taken down. It's such insane mobility. I think Blaze Kick is the better choice personally, but Power Ball's also just cracked. And then Flame Charge, Faint. it's a really interesting choice. Flame Charge is just, it's simply just a dash. It's good mobility. If you don't feel the need for avoiding damage or anything, just go Flame Charge and maneuver around the map even better. Just get even more mobility. And you also get the added effect of getting a boosted basic attack after you use it. So that's pretty darn cool. Yeah, it's just a really solid dash on a really short cooldown. And then Feint is, again, my personal favorite choice, but this is totally dependent on the other team. If the other team has a lot of burst damage, like a bird, like a Talonflame, or a Decidueye who's sniping you, or I guess technically even Duraludon, I don't think you heal from it, so I don't think you technically get full heal from it. So I don't believe it'll get rid of the orbs. So just basically burst damage or like seeing, just CC stuff like that. Feint is really good for just avoiding stuff, just becoming invincible and avoiding like a Unite move or a Fly or a Brave Bird or a Spirit Shackle or any high burst damage. You can just avoid it, or any hindrance. So yeah, Feint's great for that. If the enemy team has a lot of that stuff, take Feint. If they don't, play Flame Charge. And also once you get to Feint Plus, your basic attacks heal you, because that's just what Cinderace needs, is a way to heal itself with its ridiculous basic attacks. So there you go. And then last but not least, we have its Unite move. Again, just an excellent securing move. Again, does ridiculous damage. Those are buddy berries, of course, and it's also great for stealing, great for executing Pokemon. So if you can get this thing before first Dreadnought, it's a free Dreadnought, essentially. So get to level 9 ASAP, click buttons on Dreadnought, win the game. Cinderace is ridiculously broken. Let's go ahead and have fun playing some Cinderace real quick. All right, see you guys in the game. Will people respect the Cinderace jungle? We can only hope. It is Cinderace jungle. Don't call me crazy, guys. It's probably pretty good. And oh my god, they have an unbelievably squishy team. Let's go. They also have the Goth Dad. TTV, what a name. What a name. Oh no, I don't have full heal on. Oh, that's a problem. That's a problem. That it might cost me against that Wigglytuff. Hopefully we get lucky and it's a rollout Wiggly. Otherwise, we are going to have a very, very bad time whenever that Pokemon's around. I might play Feint just because of that. I honestly might play Feint just to try to avoid a Sting or two. We'll see though. Cinderace is one of those Pokemon that you can literally run any move and carry and do fine with, because it's just that good. All right, get our little clear here. I know not everyone likes jungle, and the last couple videos have been jungle. Most of the early game, early later Pokemon in the game are typically junglers. There's going to be a big stretch towards the end of the series that's going to be a whole lot of lane. A whole lot of lane. From like Hoopa until Talonflame alphabetically is all lane. So for those of you who don't like junglers, wait for that. There's going to be a few more in between now and then that are primarily junglers though. So sorry, not sorry, I guess. Or that I'm going to be playing in jungle anyway. Yeah, okay. Get our little clear. I should probably head top lane. They already have been KO'd once. The bottom lane seems to be doing fine. That Machop's gonna make it out all right. Oh, well, my top lane ended up getting KOs anyway. Let's go. I mean, if we can keep pushing this up, snap back, you'll have to see it. If we can push this guy off so I can score, that'd be great. Would probably guarantee my 9 for Dread, which would be huge. I mean, I'm just A-pressing here. Okay, my teammates both died. Hey guys, Duraludon's still pretty good. I don't know if you guys know this. Still pretty darn decent, turns out. Definitely a big nerf, but it's still a pretty good Pokemon, guys. It's still pretty good. Don't be crazy. I am gonna take that. Sorry, team. Also, I'm not sorry, team. All right. Get a little bit of clear ski going on. Get our 7 from Mr. Red Buff Bouffalant. Ooh, we have a hyperspace hole Hoopa. Interesting. Okay. Not something you see every day. Remember when everyone thought that hyperspace hole was going to be the most game-breaking thing ever, and it turns out Trick is actually better? And I wanted to say that in my post Hoopa tier list, but I didn't have the balls. It ended up being right like a week later. There we go. And Wiggly almost made it out. I'm gonna let those guys do their thing. I'm gonna push for 9. I'm gonna play Feint this game because if I can avoid a Sing and get out of one Sing because of it, I think it's worth. Like, I know it's your lane experience, boys, but I would really, trust me, Cinderace, pretty darn good character. I would really like to have my Unite move for Dreadnought, and I think you guys would want me to have my Unite move too. I know that may seem controversial, but I think you guys might want a Cinderace Unite move for Dreadnought. And we're gonna have it. Let's go. I'll just take this so they can't have it. They just still have a Haunter, so if I can keep him on Haunter for this fight, that's good. Just take off any experience from the map I can. I honestly don't see a problem with just flipping this, but I also see less of a problem with just taking out this guy. Ooh, jeez, all right. Nope, okay. They all rotated down. We unfortunately still have 2 people in top lane. Come on, guys. Why are we fighting for Rotom, dude? Every single one of these videos, we're what? This is the 6th video in the series. Every single one, my teammates have fought for Rotom. Every single one. We've won a few of the dreads, but mostly we lose the dreads because my team thinks that Rotom is more important. I will never understand it. I will never understand fighting for first Rotom. I don't care. I don't like. You will never convince me it's better. You'll never convince me it's even a good play. You will never convince me it's not throwing the game. Like, that's how bad I think playing for first Rotom there is. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get why anyone would do it. I don't get why people think it's good. I do not understand. And I will never understand, so don't try to convince me. Like, it's not something I can be convinced of. Because now look how hot, like, they're so far ahead. They have shields that we don't. We can't do anything about that because they just hard crash our top lane, and now we lose both goals. Like, there's just nothing we can do in that fight. Like, yeah, cool, we got their top goal broken. We helped them. Like, we literally only helped them by breaking their goal. I don't understand it, man. I don't get people playing for first Rotom. I just, it infuriates me to no end. Like, especially when the other team has all 5 people down there. Like, you're getting Rotom for a reason, guys. Like, they're giving it up to you for a reason. It's because it's useless. Like, did you ever think there's a reason you're the only ones there? Like, I just don't get it, man. God damn it, Hoopa. Why would you take that? Come on, man. Yeah, we're struggling to keep up. I wonder why. I couldn't possibly fathom why. Not fighting over Dreadnought would have us behind, and they're just gonna do it again. You know what? I'm just gonna let them die and do it. I don't care. No, retreat. No, Machamp, stay. Machamp, get back here. If they want to throw for that, let them. Gather here, team. If they want to throw for that, let them. Of course, I saw that, so. Excuse me. Excuse me, that's not how that ability works, but okay. Ugh. Hate this game. Yeah, no. Once again, didn't even get Rotom. Once again, did not even get Rotom, and don't even try to fight for Dread. I hate it here. I truly hate it here. You guys are, you gave it up. You gave it up. Like, what did that accomplish? What did you geniuses fighting for Rotom accomplish, man? You're the only people in that lane for a reason, and you can't even get the Rotom. You can't even get the objective you're fighting for, and you're the only people there. I don't understand what you're doing. Other than throwing my game. That's the only thing you're accomplishing, is throwing our game. That's not a smart fight. I'm gonna try to take my red buff before I go in, though. Maybe it'll help. Got it. Dodge this thing. I can win this fight now. Yep. Fuck you. You're not move 2. You're bad. All right. My character's just better. Hey guys, now our Ninetales wants to be in bottom lane. That's super helpful, man. That's super helpful of you to be in bottom lane now. Not when we actually needed help for important fights. No. Now's the time to be in bottom lane, man. I understand. The plight of the 40% win rate solo queue player. Let me tell you. And I guarantee you, both the Sylveon and the Ninetales will have a much higher win rate than me. Guarantee you, they'll have it. I couldn't tell you how they'll have it, but I promise you, they will have a higher win rate than me. And that's really infuriating, honestly. Like, because they're objectively bad. Like, it is objectively bad to fight for Rotom over Dreadnought. It's objectively the wrong play. Yet they spend the whole game doing it, so. Who's to say, man? Maybe I'm bad. Oh, he's also draining Kiss Sylveon. That doesn't help. That really doesn't help his cause. Oh, where's my team? I mean, I shouldn't have pushed that. I mean, if I had full heal, I would be fine. If I had full heal, I literally win that fight. I full heal out of the Sing and literally 1v3 that fight with my Unite move, and we're ahead on Zap. And my Sylveon is flipping it solo, so that's helpful. We're not surrendering. F off. No, nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. I mean, I kill 3. I literally kill 3. You want to see my Ninetales take this goal for me? You want to see my Ninetales take this goal for me? We have a chance. It's not a good one, but we have one. Score. Just score, dude. Just score. Score, 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 team, score, score. I am A-pressing as hard as I possibly can. No one has ever A-pressed this hard, dude. No one has ever A-pressed as hard as I'm A-pressing right now. Paint that. No, dude, there's so fucking many. What is my Ninetales doing? Oh, dude, I literally cannot do more of this game. I literally cannot do more of this game. I don't know what you want from me. What? They were winning. No shot they were losing. No shot they were losing that game. No shot they were behind. No shot they were behind that game. I'm so confused, man. I am so confused. Oh, whatever. Get carried. Oh my lord, dude. And I barely win MVP. They're really gonna give these guys 70+ MVP rating for literally throwing the game. Like, these guys had a shitty lane because they got no rotation help on. Yeah, you guys get it. You guys get why it's bad. Oh my lord. Only 82k. Bro, that felt like 182k. But man, all right, we're gonna go a little bit toxic. We're gonna get a little bit off the rails this game because I need to check. 1,500 battles. This guy has played this game 1,500 times and still fights for Rotom over Dread, and still played Rotom like that. Like, and I told you, 55% win rate. I don't believe it. I don't believe that for 1 second. I don't believe that for 1 second. Like, how? Same sort of thing. 1,400 battles, still plays Rotom like that. I don't get it. Okay, that makes more sense. But still, dude, I don't understand. GG's to these guys. Like, they did what they could in their lane, but man, that was just a really rough game. I don't get a thumb. How do I not get a thumb, dude? Who's giving thumbs to those two but not to me? Are you kidding? Whatever. Either way, Cinderace is quite literally the easiest character in the game. I have this hot take, pun definitely intended, that Cinderace was and still is more broken than pre-nerf Duraludon. Fucking ruin me in the comments for that one. I don't care. I think it's true. Cinderace is brainless. It's has the most movement in the game, does the most damage in the game easily. The only thing Duraludon had over it was range and Dragon Pulse stealing objectives. That's the only two things that Duraludon was better at. Everything else Cinderace still better at. But either way, dude, Cinderace is ridiculous, super overpowered, super fun. So I don't know if it's gonna get nerfed because it needed a nerf for like what feels like forever. But it's a little bit whack if you ask me. But either way, Cinderace is an incredibly fun Pokemon. Try it out if you haven't for whatever reason. It's, I think, the most broken Pokemon in the game. So have fun, play some Cinderace, win some games. It's pretty darn easy. Catch y'all in the next one with some more Sea Pokemon. Bye bye.